We're in cooking school. Chef Kelli Luton is here. She's the owner of 2 Unique Catering and Event Planning. And this morning, we're talking about your summer blast. First of all, good to see you.
See you.
It's been a minute. Good to see you.
My 9 folks in a minute or two.
Yes,
what a pleasure
nice to see you today.
Thanks for joining
we're
us.
filling in. We're having fun and excited to see you and talk about picnic planning. And specifically, you're saying, like, if you're doing this outside, there are important things to know.
Right. So if you look online at the Fox 2 website with the cooking school, you're going to find all these recipes, guidelines. Actually, it's the whole chapter from the MYO party book, Make Your Own Party, and it's called Urban Picnic.
Awesome.
So we're going to teach you how to, like, do that fried chicken, or you can buy it, right? We're going to teach you how to make this crunchy, amazing, like, retro pea salad. We're going to teach you how to do that beautiful corn slaw with avocado. So that's kind of where I'm going. But first of all, why don't you tell us how you grow cucumbers this big that we're going to
I have the same idea. My husband has this garden, and it's completely out of control. I actually had to bring in. How many did I bring in today, Lee?
I think 4 or 5.
Yeah, because
big ones. Yeah. Oh, I'd love to.
We can't go through them fast enough, and I love a good cucumber salad. With a little vinegar, a little sugar, a little milk, little
here's some
sweet
tasters.
onion.
Wow, thank you.
I mean, they're fabulous. This is a wonderful summer treat.
It really is.
Cucumber.
I would like you to supply the cucumbers for us, please. All right.
I know.
So moving right along, we kind of talked about our menu. The barbecue picnic with the chicken, or you could, certainly bring it hot or cold. I mean, I like cold fried chicken. I don't know about you guys, but I really like these sandwiches. So what I did was I picked up these ciabatta buns. There's a couple things. Like I like the Trader Joe's focaccia. I get this from another bakery. I got this at Nino Savaggio's right on Telegraph.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like a little ciabatta roll. So I like the big ones, which I cut into pieces, or the little ones that are self-contained. So all we're going to do is you want to always think about a moisture barrier when you're making a sandwich, right? So you want something that traps moisture on the bottom and the top. So on the bottom, I'm going to use lettuce. And should we do an Italian one? Or
Italian.
Okay, let's go Italian. Also, we have that beautiful rosemary ham, right?
Yes.
And different kinds of salami. So this is my little pudding on top of the lettuce, and I'll grab some salami.
Very nice.
We could also do a vegetarian one. We could put pickles. We could put slaw. And this is like my muffalata mix, which is, that good stuff.
Oh, do you have like a little olive? What are you doing there? It's like muffalata.
What is a muffalata?
A muffalata is like an Italian relish, right?
Okay.
So we're going to just like smear that on there. You can buy it in the jar at your, better markets, or you can make it with in the blender, like or your little Robic or whatever. Italian.
I'm
so sorry.
Good blender sound.
People at work are like, stop with the sound effects already.
Keep them going.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know why. It just comes out. It's silly, actually. All right, so now we have a little bit of Italian dressing.
Okay.
And now we're going to do our moisture barrier on top. So now I'm going to take the provolone cheese.
And why is that moisture barrier important again?
So your bread doesn't sog out.
Otherwise your bread's
so it doesn't get soggy. Amy, you knew that one?
Yeah.
Brandon, did you know that one?
I did not.
Thank you. I didn't know that.
I used to teach culinary arts at Schoolcraft College, and I taught this class where we learned about these things, and I was like, your moisture barrier. So it worked. Okay, so now we're going to make it kind of cute, because if you're going out to the picnic and you're taking your favorite boo, you kind of want it to look cool. You can write what the sandwich is, or you can, just put a sticker on it or something. And if it was like a special picnic with someone special, maybe the little sandwiches would have a special message on them. I don't know.
So you're getting all
Sweetheart picnic, right? All right, so now we have this little cellophane collar, which was just, plastic film. And so now I'm going to just wrap my little deli paper on. And it could be anything. It could be, because it has the plastic below it, I mean, it could even be actually like an interesting gift wrap paper. Anything you want. It could be.
Chef Kelli, are you catching a lot of people who are saying, I'm tired of going to restaurants, I'm tired of doing store-bought, I want to mix things up?
Yeah, I think
and I want to make my own stuff.
Well, I mean, just go on TikTok. I don't know about you, but I don't know. I'm like, all those crazes, I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's try it. So I kind of feel like, that's the way to go. Like, everyone likes to try something new, right?
And these look so pretty, so I think that is a really fun idea.
You can say, where'd you get this from? Like, I made it.
I made it.
What?
Chef Kelli, can you stick around for another segment for us?
We're going to come back and do dessert.
Sounds fantastic.
Dessert.
Sounds fantastic. Tell people where they can find you real quick online.
Tunique.com or at Chef Kelli Luton on my Instagram.
Very nice.
Yeah, we always have good stuff to look at.
We appreciate you.
All right.
Go ahead, Amy. I got to concentrate.
All right, so summer is winding down, as we know, although we don't really want it to, right? But there's still plenty of time to celebrate, and Chef Kelli is back with some great ideas to help plan our end of summer bash. So we are talking about a little dessert, a little bit of the sweet stuff at our picnic.
We are.
And I'm going to help.
And you're going to help.
Lee is gonna.
So Kelly, can I use that brush? Because that is super cool. I don't know what you can do with it. I want to brush something. Oh, okay, no. You do your
so
thing.
we'll start here, and then we'll kind of talk about everything.
Okay.
So I always think a little dessert should have some fruit, and I think fruit can have a little savory as well as a little sweet to it.
Yeah.
So this is one of my favorite simple dishes, and you can help me if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
It's just we call it like a watermelon poke, just because it has lime on it for no other particular reason. So we're going to squeeze some lime on it, and then we're going to sprinkle the feta cheese on it. It could be goat cheese, and then the agave syrup, just a little syrup.
So do all these limes?
Yeah, do like maybe 3 or 4 of them.
Okay.
And then we're going to do the agave syrup.
You guys relax over there. I got
You don't have to. You don't have to use the syrup. Watermelon is sweet, but I mean, I just think it gives it a nice.
I love
No,
a
you're doing
watermelon
great job.
salad.
Good.
So
Chef
delicious.
Kelli, how do you discover the right thing to put on the watermelon to accentuate the flavor, like
So I
the agave
think
syrup?
so many times, great question, Brandon. I think often a little pinch of Celtic sea salt, or they call it folk salt.
yeah.
Just a pinch?
Yeah, I don't know if you
I
can
put a
see
little
this.
agave
If
on
we
there
can see
already.
this, but this is like, see, it's like little crystals.
Yes.
So this is like when you get a really cool salted caramel this or one of those brownies, it's got
That's
this
that salt.
folk salt on it, right? And it's like flake salt. It's very delicate. So a little bit of that and a little bit of
A little
agave.
more of this or no?
He
Go
did
ahead,
some
a little bit
agave.
more. Yeah, and you know what? It's delicious.
It is. I mean, some people only eat watermelon with salt on it.
A little salt and
you know,
lime.
but I love
like the
a
acid.
watermelon salad.
Yeah.
He's going to throw that feta cheese in
what's
there,
this?
which
Yeah,
is
that's
just
the feta cheese.
Just
so
put it on,
tasty.
sprinkle it on top?
Yeah,
Just a little
sprinkle.
sprinkle.
Lee is so funny because he's so intimidated.
I
Like,
know,
am
I know. I don't
is
wanna
this what
mess
I
it
do?
up.
He's from that, like, the Healthy Eater Club, you know?
Yeah.
He's a really
But
good eater.
And
Thank
this
you,
is
yeah.
not unhealthy.
No,
Right.
this is great,
Good.
and it's a little savory, a little
Good.
sweet. Could be out with your salads, could be with your dessert.
Yep,
Am
love
I
it.
done? I feel very accomplished now.
Good
Thank you.
job,
Thank you very
Lee.
much,
Good
everyone. Thank you.
job.
Okay, these
Thank
are
you.
I call them the yard jars, because anything you put in a mason jar is like easy as all get out.
Yep.
So we put them in a mason jar, we put the lids on, we put them in our cooler or a picnic basket, and it works great. So this is just literally a pound cake.
Okay.
Actually, I think I used scones because we had them at work.
All right.
So a little scone, little pound cake, little whatever cake, and we're just gonna squirt our lemon curd in here. Super simple, super easy. And let me cut
Lemon
it.
curd.
Open it up.
What is lemon? What
Staring
does
at
that mean?
Sandra.
Lemon curd.
Lemon curd is made with egg yolks, and it's tempered.
And there's lemon in there, too?
Yeah, it's kind of like almost like a hybrid, like lemon Bavarian, or like a really good, like I don't want to say Jello because it wouldn't
Like
do
a
it
puree
justice.
kind of thing?
Yeah, but it sets up when you cook it over the stove with like egg yolks.
Nice.
So it's not vegan or anything, but it's delicious.
And is this just like a little cream cheese?
Little whipped cream.
Okay, whipped cream.
Little whip, and then we just put a little mint leaf on, and you can kind of see those all lined up there. Now,
Yeah,
I did
those are
make
really
them-
pretty.
I did make them a little big for TV, so you couldn't probably get the lid on. But
But
I
we get
wouldn't
the
make them-
idea,
yeah.
exactly. Make them a little smaller so you can put the
Correct.
the
And
lid on
then-
the jar and you're good.
So who doesn't like pie in the summer?
Everyone loves pie.
Right.
So
Always.
I like these little, and they're also in that urban picnic book I told you
Okay.
about from MYO Party. But the reason why I like these, because you can make them way ahead of time.
Okay.
Now, I did make my own, actually, Sidra. Thank you, Sidra. Made our little cherry pie filling today. But you can just buy the canned stuff if you want, or the frozen. So if you're in a hurry, you don't have to make it from scratch. This is Danish dough. We didn't actually make pie dough. You could buy the pie dough, you could buy Danish dough, you could even
Okay.
use puff pastry from the freezer section.
Oh, okay, which is probably really convenient for
but
people.
you could do them like a week or more. You could do them like, you could use these for almost any holiday. And then all you do is you cut them with your cutters, and then you fill it. I picked cherry today because cherry's like thebomb.com.
Right.
And if you want to brush, Lee, this is the brush time.
Well,
Brush
let's
time, Lee.
Let's get all brushy.
So we're going to brush them with a little bit of the egg yolk.
Okay, and
then
is
you-
that just egg yolk?
egg yolk and water?
Egg yolk
or
and
egg
water,
yolk
okay.
and milk. You know,
Okay.
everyone has a little different
I
take
don't know
on
when to stop. Am I okay here?
You're doing great.
Okay.
And so then literally what I like to do is temper them in the freezer. Temper meaning put them in there for enough time that become very
They
solid.
set, okay.
And you can deep fry them. Like these are like nice and naughty deep fry. You could certainly bake them.
You
in
could
the
bake
oven,
them too,
but
right?
They're easier to fry them if they're a little frozen. And then all we do is
Yep, a little powdered sugar on
do
top.
powdered sugar, could be cherry, could be apple, could be rhubarb cherry.
Love it.
And these would be great for your picnic baskets.
Yes,
you know? I mean,
especially because you can make them in a advance.
I know. Is
so.
there any place you guys like to picnic at, or?
You know, I could go anywhere. That's the
The
thing
blanket.
about a picnic, right? Like you could be in your backyard, you could be at the park,
Right.
anywhere.
And there's some cool places to take an adventure. My had a family member here, took him up to Port Huron under the Blue Water
Yes,
Bridge.
how
Or
cool
just had
is
a little
that?
snack under there. It was great.
Sometimes your backyard's okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Just
Anywhere.
change of scenery, and there's some tips for that too.
Fabulous. This
stuff.
looks great. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
So Kelly,
for-
appreciate it.
Yeah, you see the
Yes.
information on your screen, the address, the phone number, 248-5449, and it's gone. All right,
But
you can
you saw
visit twounique.com for more information. You can finish the phone number if you want.
248-549-5242.
All right.
Thank you, Chef Kelly.
Let's give my cell phone number.
Oh, wait.